Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the Tarot Collective for today. Today is Thursday. It is March 5th. Sorry, I'm losing my mind already. March 5th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. He loves that for you. I love that for you. Fabulous. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You do not need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. That's stupid. Just only take the things that resonate. If you don't know it to be true, it is not true for you. All right, we're going to use the Intuitive Almanac by Rob Barthelman. I got this off his Etsy shop. You can go to his webpage, intuitiveintention.com, but it is going to forward you to his Etsy shop to actually order. Okay, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy. I actually like the box. It's a cute little box. All right, let's see how this goes. I hope everybody had a good Thursday. Very, very busy at the warehouse. Felt like it was pretty much non-stop. Okay, some of these cards want to come out, but they're not going anywhere. Where are they going? I don't know. One on the table. Two on the table. Five on the table. Two more shuffles. So these cards go by seasons. Okay. Spring, summer, fall, winter. So you got the 6 of spring, the 8 of summer, the 9 of winter. Okay. So it's like tarot, but it's kind of its own tarot. Does that make sense? Last shuffle. Six on the table. 7 with bottom of the deck. It's funny because we did not get any major. There is major in here. Like I just saw the Death card, the Sun, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, the Moon. The World. So they're in there. We're going to set that on the box. We got 7 with bottom of the deck. We've got 9 of summer. The Guarded Pause. Page of autumn. The first root. 3 of spring. The healing rain. He always has such great artwork on here. That's why I love his cards. Six of spring, the windward journey. Ginny? Ginny? Seven of spring, the quiet strategy. Page of summer, the wild flame. And then bottom of the deck is the overgrown path. Eight of spring. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Someone's keeping something to themselves. I'm just going to say that. When this Nine of Summer came out, like, I don't want to say somebody's hiding something because it's not a negative thing. It's like somebody's like keeping to themselves, protecting their energy. Somebody doesn't want people to know like what they have going on. Whoever this is with the Three of spring and the Six of spring, somebody's moving forward. Again, with the Seven of spring, it's almost like they're trying to remain unseen. Like they don't want people to see them doing what they're doing. It's all in the name of growth and advancement. Like somebody's building something for themselves. Whoever this is with this Page of Summer, this person wants to remain unseen. They want to remain unchecked, basically. Again, not in a negative way, just so that they can continue to do whatever they're doing, whatever they need to do for themselves. The thing is with this Page of Summer, I think someone is watching. I don't know if it's one person, I don't know if it's a group of people, but they're being watched, they're being observed. Because even like in this Page of Autumn, it looks like a classroom, and it looks like this young feminine is looking through like a microscope. Someone is being observed through a microscope. I don't think they realize how closely they're actually being watched. And this doesn't necessarily mean that somebody is being observed and somebody is being found out, okay? And let me just give you an example, right? So let's say, and this is just an example. I'm just making this up, but I'm going to use myself as an example so you guys get an idea. So let's say in my off time from work, I am selling artwork on Etsy. I have an Etsy shop. I'm selling artwork. And let's say I have been building my business for 2 years and I am selling about $1,500 to $1,800 a month worth of artwork on Etsy. Okay. And it's been steady for about 7 months. I still have my 9 to 5, right? Like I still go to my 9 to 5. I have a 401k there. I have health insurance there. Everything that I make off my Etsy is just that much more, right? I can, pay off my mortgage. I can take better care of my cats. I can take better care of myself. La 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 la, right? I go to work and I do my 9 to 5, but not everybody there knows what I do in my off time. Nobody there, pardon me. Stop yawning. Stop it. Nobody there knows that I sell artwork on the side and that I make that much money every month. Nobody knows. There's 3 people at work, okay, that watch me, that observe me because they feel like there's something off about my energy. They feel like there's something like I'm not saying, or something that's hidden. Like they just feel like something is off. So they observe me. But at work, I mean, what are they observing? They're observing me work. If I don't talk about what I do in my off time, they're not going to know about that. They're just going to observe me at work and see what I'm doing at work. And that's it, right? That's it. They're not going to know that I am making $1,500 to $1,800 extra a month cranking out pieces of art on Etsy. But they feel like there's something off, right? Like I never volunteer for overtime. I come in and do my 9 to 5 and I get in my car and I go home. You know, I don't go out for drinks with the girls after work. You know, I got to go home. They're suspicious, right? They don't know what they're suspicious of, but they're suspicious and they observe me. Somebody's being observed, not necessarily because someone knows what they have going on, but just because people are suspicious about this person. And again, whoever this is, they are working on something outside of the norm. And like I said, it is like they're trying to hide it, trying to keep it quiet. But again, it's not in a bad way. It's just not wanting to necessarily share all the BS, right? There are certain people at my work that I will talk to and I will share things with. There are certain things that I don't really consider that big of a deal, right? Like my walking, my eating habits, my health journey, my exercise journey, all that stuff. I don't really consider that a big deal, right? Everybody pretty much does that every day anyway. Everybody has their own thing. So if I talk about it or somebody asks me about it, I'll talk about it. I don't care. Plus, I figure if I'm doing something and it makes somebody else realize that they want to do that too, all the better. Love those epiphany moments. Please, please, please always piggyback off of what I'm doing. Seriously. If it helps you, I love it, right? I don't care. I don't consider it a competition. I don't care. I'm not in competition with anybody else here. I live my life and that's it. I'm Kim and that's it. I don't care about anything else. And it's not that I don't care about people. I just don't give a shit what you're doing. You do whatever you want to do. If you want to copy me, copy me. I don't really look at it like that. And it's not going to faze me. If anything, I would be flattered. But anyway, there are other things, right? Like I don't usually talk about editing my book to people at work. I don't usually talk about the classes I'm taking, okay? I just there's certain thing I don't talk about dating or anything like that at work anymore. I don't talk about that with anybody. And even my good friend who I hang out with pretty much every day and I talk to every day and I talk to her on the weekends and stuff when we're both off. I have not brought up any type of relationship stuff and she has not asked me. And I am okay with that. If I were to start dating and something were to become serious, then I would probably say something. But in the back of my head, like none of that needs to be talked about. I don't need to talk about that with anybody at work. There is one person that I was talking about my classes with. She's a good friend of mine at work. I haven't talked about it with anybody else. There is 3 guys, 3 male friends at work that I talked to about my wanting to box, right? And yesterday I went out and bought boxing stuff because I'm going to set up a little boxing area in my garage so I can box. Boxing. 3 guys I talked to at work about that. 3. I don't share a lot of my personal stuff with anybody there anymore. I don't really feel comfortable doing that. Now, again, my weight loss journey, my food intake, even my cats, I will talk about those things, right? Not a big deal to me. Sometimes I even talk about, my YouTube channel. I don't really go into depth with it, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going home to work on my YouTube, blah, 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 right? Going home to work on my social media. Going home to work on my stuff for my business, right? But I don't go into depth about it with anybody. So There are some things that I'm comfortable sharing. There are some things I'm not comfortable with sharing. It has taken me a long time to get into that habit because I would literally just tell everybody everything. I didn't care. My life is an open book. I feel like my life is an open book to you guys because I just feel like if there's anything that I've experienced, anything that I've gone through, anything that I've learned, anything that I've been taught and can in turn teach somebody, then I would love to do that. I would love to help somebody. Other than that, I wouldn't tell you guys everything. Sometimes I just feel like things are meant for a lesson, and that's okay. I don't mind talking about myself. I don't mind talking about most of my past experiences and stuff like that. Crazy though they may sound. Everybody has their stuff, so I don't feel like I've had any worse or any better experiences than anybody else out there. Everybody lives life. Everybody has things happen to them. Everybody does things to others. It's all a part of humanity. People, somebody or a group of people maybe are watching this person and they're not really seeing. It's not that they're not seeing what they want to see. It's like they're literally just not seeing anything to fuel the fire, if you will. Like if these are people looking for gossip, like they're not finding anything, you know? Like, oh, what are we going to gossip about? What color shoes they're wearing? Like they're watching somebody and they're not getting it. Which is good because that means whoever this person is, whatever they're trying to keep quiet, they're keeping it quiet. That's a good thing. This person with the 3 of spring, this person might have had some loss, had suffered a loss, had some grief in their recent past because it's grief can lead to healing, which leads to growth, which leads to change. And it sounds horrible to say, but some of the most amazing situations, some of the most amazing ideas, thoughts, creativity comes from loss, comes from grief. And I'm going to let this go because I don't feel like I need to spend like all day on this. The 6 of spring, whoever this is someone moving forward with conviction. This is somebody moving forward. They know where they're going. They know what they're doing. They know what they're working on. They know what they're working towards. Like this is not a clueless idiot running around like a chicken with their head cut off, right? Like no, this person has a mission. They have a plan and they're going to walk their path. They're going to go in the direction that they know that they need to go in. Okay, I lied. One last thing. The page of autumn and the page of summer. Whoever the person is or people are that are observing this person, they're just going to get more and more curious. They're just going to get more and more, I guess, like confused, but it's going to lead to more curiosity. And it's going to lead whoever this person is or whoever this group is to possibly get themselves in an embarrassing situation trying to figure out what is going on with this person. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Last thing before I go, but it has to do with that. If you ever watched the second Home Alone movie with Macaulay Culkin, when he flies to New York instead of Florida, he flies to New York and he ends up staying at the hotel by himself. And there's that one scene where he's in I think he's in the bathroom and he plays the movie, and Tim Curry and oh God, what is his name? Is it Rob Schneider? I can't remember his last name. I think it's Rob Schneider, right? Isn't he L King's dad, or L whatever her name is, dad? It's Rob Schneider. Um, and the redhead, I can never remember her name, the actress. She was in uh she was in Adam's Family Values. She's in a bunch of movies. But they come to the door of the hotel room and they kind of like bust through the door and they kind of like fall into the room, and you can hear him playing the video from the bathroom, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" It's and they're like tripping over themselves to and then they stop and they're listening to the guy's voice through the movie. He's doing the recording in the bathroom, and they're just kind of like, and they're falling over themselves to get in the room. And then when the fake gunshot goes off in the movie that he's playing in the bathroom, they all try to trip over each other to get out of there because they think somebody's really shooting a gun. That's what I'm picturing. Like, people are so curious about this person that they're literally going to be tripping over themselves to try and find out some type of information. I would just say, if this resonates for you and you're the person keeping quiet, keep keeping quiet. keep keeping it quiet. Seriously. Because I'm gonna do the same thing with myself. Like, I'm tired of people always knowing my business. I'm tired of people learning what I'm doing and then taking that and making fun of it, and just telling other people that don't need to know, and then making comments. And it's like, you know what? Like, just because you're unhappy with your life and you don't have anything to do with your life, don't rain on everybody else's parade. You know, I don't care whether, you think I'm going to publish a book or not. Like, I don't really give a shit. Like, eventually it's going to happen. Like, I have goals, I have things I want to achieve, things I want to accomplish, and your negativity isn't going to stop me. You know what I mean? So if that resonates for you, please, 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 please hold to those boundaries, and keep your life quiet as much as possible, especially the things you're working on, especially the things that are really important to you. If they don't need to know about it, don't talk about it. Seriously. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you're entertained. I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.